Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grow Through English channel, the place where we speak simple English and share real thoughts and grow together. Before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Today, we are going to talk about something very important, something we all have but not all of us understand. Today, we are going to talk about mental health. Mental health is not just about being happy all the time. It is not about smiling every day. It is not about pretending that everything is okay. Mental health is about how you think, how you feel, and how you deal with life. It is about how you handle stress, pressure, emotions, and challenges. Just like your body needs care, your mind needs care too. Many people think that mental health problems only happen to weak people. That is not true. Mental health issues can affect anyone. Strong people, successful people, smart people, kind people. No one is immune. You can look fine on the outside and still be struggling on the inside. You can laugh with friends and still feel empty when you are alone. You can achieve goals and still feel tired, lost, or overwhelmed. This is why mental health is often invisible. And because it is invisible, it is often ignored. From a young age, many of us are taught to hide our feelings. We are told to be strong. We are told not to cry. We are told to move on quickly. Over time, we learn to push our emotions down. We ignore stress, anxiety, sadness, and fear. We keep going even when our mind is screaming for rest. Life today is fast. Too fast. We wake up to alarms. We check our phones immediately. We scroll, compare, respond, rush, and repeat. There is always something to do, something to worry about, something to achieve. And slowly our mental health starts to suffer. Stress becomes normal. Anxiety becomes familiar. Feeling tired becomes part of daily life. And we stop asking ourselves an important question: how am I really feeling? Mental health is not just about serious conditions like depression or anxiety disorders. It is also about daily mental well-being. Feeling balanced, feeling calm, feeling able to cope, feeling connected to yourself and others. When mental health is ignored, small problems become big ones. Stress turns into burnout. Sadness turns into depression. Worry turns into constant anxiety. And suddenly life feels heavy. Simple tasks feel hard, and joy feels distant. One of the biggest problems with mental health is stigma. People are afraid to talk about it. They are afraid of being judged, afraid of being misunderstood, afraid of being seen as weak. So they suffer in silence. But the truth is, taking care of your mental health is not weakness. It is strength. It is self-respect. It is survival. Your mind works all day, every day. It thinks, remembers, decides, worries, plans, and feels. And yet many of us never give it rest, never check on it, never ask what it needs. Mental health affects everything: your relationships, your work, your studies, your sleep, your physical health. When your mind is not okay, nothing feels okay. Think about it. When you are mentally calm, problems feel smaller. When you are mentally strong, challenges feel manageable. But when your mental health is low, even small things feel overwhelming. Many people don't realize they are struggling mentally. They just think they are lazy, unmotivated, unfocused. But often it is not laziness, it is mental exhaustion. Mental exhaustion comes from carrying too much for too long. Unspoken feelings, unresolved stress, constant pressure, no breaks, no space to breathe. Your mind needs space. It needs rest. It needs understanding. Just like a muscle needs recovery after hard work, and the first step to better mental health is awareness. Noticing how you feel, not judging yourself, not comparing your pain to others, just being honest. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to feel sad. You are allowed to feel overwhelmed. Your feelings are valid. Mental health is not about fixing everything at once. It is about small steps, small changes, small acts of kindness toward yourself. And this is just the beginning of the conversation. Mental health is deeply connected to how we talk to ourselves. That voice inside your head, the one that comments on everything you do. For many people, that voice is not kind. It criticizes, it judges, it reminds you of every mistake. If you make one small error, the voice says you always fail. If you feel tired, the voice says you are weak. If you need rest, the voice says you are lazy. Over time, this inner voice becomes exhausting, and it slowly damages your mental health. Many of us grew up in environments where we were constantly judged. At school, at home, On social media, we learn to measure our worth by results: grades, success, appearance, productivity. And when we don't meet these expectations, we feel like we are not enough. Comparison plays a huge role in mental health. Social media shows us highlight reels, perfect bodies, perfect lives, perfect success stories, and we forget that behind every post is a real human with struggles. When you compare your real life to someone else's edited life, you will always feel behind. You will always feel less. This constant comparison creates anxiety, insecurity, and self-doubt. Another big factor is emotional suppression. Many people don't allow themselves to feel emotions fully. They distract themselves. They stay busy. They scroll. They joke. They avoid silence. Because silence brings feelings, but emotions don't disappear when you ignore them. They stay inside. They build pressure, and eventually they come out in unhealthy ways. Anger, irritability, anxiety, sudden sadness, physical pain. Your body and mind are connected. When your mental health suffers, your body feels it too. Headaches, stomach problems, fatigue, sleep issues. These are often signs of mental overload. Sleep is one of the most ignored aspects of mental health. Many people sacrifice sleep for work, study, or screens. But sleep is when your brain processes emotions. It organizes memories. It recovers from stress. Without enough sleep, your mind becomes fragile. Another thing that hurts mental health is constant pressure to be productive. We live in a culture that praises doing more, working harder, always improving, always achieving. Rest is seen as a reward, not a necessity. But rest is not laziness. Rest is fuel. Without rest, your mind cannot function properly. You become irritable, unfocused, and emotionally sensitive. Mental health is also affected by how connected you feel. Humans are social beings. We need connection, real conversations, being heard, being understood. Loneliness can exist even when you are surrounded by people. If you don't feel seen, if you don't feel safe to be yourself, if you feel like you always have to wear a mask, when you carry everything alone, it becomes heavier. Sharing your thoughts even a little can bring relief. You don't need to have all the answers. Sometimes you just need someone to listen. Another misunderstood part of mental health is emotional ups and downs. Feeling good one day and low the next does not mean something is wrong with you. Emotions change. Life changes. What matters is how you respond to those emotions. Ignoring pain does not make you strong. Facing it does. Mental health is not about controlling emotions. It is about understanding them, learning from them, and allowing them to exist without shame. You are not broken because you struggle. You are human. And taking care of your mental health does not mean your life becomes perfect. It means you become more aware, more compassionate toward yourself, more balanced. This awareness is powerful, because once you notice what affects your mental health, you can start making changes, small changes, but meaningful ones. Taking care of your mental health does not mean changing your whole life overnight. It starts with small daily choices, simple actions that slowly teach your brain that you are safe. One of the most important steps is awareness, noticing your thoughts without judging them. When a negative thought appears, instead of believing it immediately, pause. Ask yourself, is this a fact or just a feeling? Your mind is very convincing, but not every thought it produces is true. Some thoughts are habits, some are fears, some are learned voices from the past. Learning to observe your thoughts instead of becoming them is powerful. You are not your anxiety. You are not your sadness. You are the one who notices them. Another important part is routine. Your brain loves predictability. Waking up at similar times, eating regularly, having small rituals in your day. These things create a sense of stability. When life feels chaotic, routine becomes an anchor. It gives your mind something to hold on to. Movement is also essential for mental health. You don't need intense workouts. Even a simple walk can change your mood. Movement releases chemicals that reduce stress and improve focus. When you move your body, your mind follows. Breathing is another underestimated tool. Most people breathe shallowly without realizing it. Deep, slow breathing sends a signal to your brain that you are safe. It calms your nervous system. It brings you back to the present moment. Just a few minutes of intentional breathing can reduce anxiety. It's simple, but very effective. Mental health also improves when you set boundaries. Saying no, taking breaks, protecting your energy. You don't have to explain yourself all the time. You don't have to be available to everyone. Your peace matters. Another important step is reducing overstimulation. Too much noise, too much information, too many screens. All of this overwhelms your brain. Silence is not empty. Silence is healing. Spending time away from screens allows your mind to reset. It helps you reconnect with yourself, with your thoughts, with your emotions. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. Writing your thoughts down takes them out of your head. It creates space. It helps you understand patterns, triggers, and emotions you didn't even know you were carrying. Mental health also improves when you stop being so hard on yourself. Self-compassion is not weakness. It is strength. Talking to yourself kindly does not make you lazy. It makes you resilient. Instead of saying I'm failing, try saying I'm learning. Instead of saying I'm behind, try saying I'm moving at my own pace. Progress looks different for everyone. There is no timeline you have to follow. Asking for help is another important part of mental health. You don't have to do everything alone. Talking to a friend, a family member, or a professional is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of self-respect. Mental health is not something you fix once and forget. It is something you maintain, like physical health, like hygiene, like sleep. Some days will feel easier. Some days will feel heavy, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself, even on the hard days. Now let's bring everything together. Mental health is not about being happy all the time. It is about being honest with yourself, about understanding your emotions instead of fighting them. It is about knowing when to push yourself and knowing when to rest. Your mind is not broken. It is responding to everything it has been through. Every experience, every pressure, every expectation. When you start treating your mental health with care, you stop seeing yourself as the problem, and you start seeing the problem as something you can work with. Healing does not mean you will never feel anxious again, or sad again, or overwhelmed again. Healing means you know how to support yourself when those feelings appear. You know how to slow down, how to breathe, how to ground yourself. Imagine waking up and checking in with yourself instead of rushing. Imagine listening to your body instead of ignoring it. Imagine allowing yourself to rest without guilt. That is what healthy mental health looks like. Not perfection, but balance. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel tired. Both are valid. Your worth does not depend on productivity. Your value does not disappear when you rest. Mental health improves when you stop comparing your inside to other people's outside. Everyone is carrying something you cannot see. You are not late. You are not weak. You are not failing. You are human. And being human comes with emotions, struggles, growth. Every small step you take matters. Every time you choose yourself, every time you pause, every time you breathe, you are building a healthier relationship with your mind. So today I want you to do one simple thing. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself what you need. And try to give yourself a little bit of kindness. Not tomorrow. Not when life gets easier. But today, because your mental health matters. You matter. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, do me a quick favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next one. Let's keep growing together. Let's grow through English.